cost, this is your sell. You want to know what is the markup. The markup, what you do is 100 minus 50, that will give you 50. And then this 50, which is the difference between 100 and the 50, which is basically your profit if you are the store. You buy your product at 50, you sell it at 100, so you're making $50 per item or any specific product. But you want to know what is that in percent. You have to divide it by the first quantity, by the cost. So it's 50 divided by 50, that will equal 1, and that is 100. So 100% is your markup in this exercise. Basically, understand that the difference between the selling price and the cost, you divide it by the cost in the markup. In case of markdown, we do it different, but in this case, we do the sell minus the cost and this quantity divided by the cost. Let's do another example. Suppose that the item that you buy by $25 and you want to sell it by $30. So what do? You do the sell price, which is the final price, minus 25, which is your cost, and that will give you 5. Those 5, you divide it by your cost. 5 divided by 25, and that will be 1/5. 1/5 is 0.2 or 20%. 0.2 or 20%. 20% is your markup in this transaction. You buy the product by $25 and you sell it by $30. So that difference, which is $5, is 20%. That's your markup in percent. This is the quantity of the markup, 5, and the markup in percent is 20%. Now let's suppose that you have now the cost of the item is $25, and you want to mark up that in 10%. What do you do in this particular case? So you have the 25, which is the item, and you multiply. There are two ways to do it. Or you multiply by 0.10, which that is the 10%. That will give you 2.5, and that 2.5 you add it to the 25, and 25 plus 2.5, that will give you your sell price would be $27.50. Another way to do it, because here we find the percent, the 10%, and we add it to the 25, which is your cost. Another way you can do it in one step is 25 you times by 1.1. What means this 1.1? 1 means the quantity, the $25 that you're adding here. And 0.1 means the 10%. So basically when you multiply 25 times 1.1, you're doing those two steps in one step. And that will give you, if you multiply this, that will give you 27.50. In the previous exercise, we give you the sell price, the cost, you subtract it, and you find the percent. In this exercise, I give you the percent, I give you the cost, and you find the sell price. Okay? You can go back and forth in this kind of problem. This is to find the markup. It's very useful in business math, in percentage, and in many other subjects.